and welcome to the first ever Hearthies award show where we honor the good, the bad, and the very ugly of the Hearthstone Grandmasters season. My name is Frodan. I'm joined by my esteemed colleagues Simon Sato Welch, TJ Osmacue Sanders, and Nathan, the Admiral that's Admirable Zamora.
Hi.
And together we're going to recap and, also meander a little bit through all the memories that we've had throughout Hearthstone Grandmasters, or at least for the portion that we were here and intended for.
Yeah. I mean,
And Sato, we've decided to preemptively disable your mic.
apparently, yeah. Apparently.
Because you weren't here for the first 5 or 6 weeks, so we'll do the first 5 or 6 awards, and you can join us at the very end,
All right, that makes
like
sense.
usual.
Go ahead.
All right,
Sounds
so
like a plan to me, Dan. I'm excited. We just muted the Europe casters to start off the show.
That's
We got
right.
sapped!
Oh wait, Admirable got stabbed too, so it's just me and TJ.
Yeah, that's what happens when we have the America's producer produce our award show.
NA production.
The Europe casters just have their mics muted.
That's right. We're showing our bias for the region to start things off.
Yeah.
All
They're
right,
just
so
the audience of our award show. That's
it
what
is.
they are.
It is. Now,
The peanut gallery, so to speak.
before we have 7 categories and 7 awards to recognize. But before we do, I recognize that we're not really dressed properly for the award show, if I recall correctly, because we're not in proper attire. So in spirit of our good old friendly neighbor, Mr. Dog Doggerson, we're going to take our shirts off and make eye contact with the camera the entire time.
And also be incredibly silent the whole time.
Well, I don't have a choice. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
We're ruining
I'm
this
kind of the
Sato,
same way.
as usual.
You're ruining it.
Probably should have thought this a little bit more through. I do not want to rip off my shirt. My producer asked me to do so. Ah, much better. This feels good. This was not my idea. I think a lot of people are going to immediately glance and think Frodan just wants to show off his
He just
muscles. This was TJ's idea, I believe. Is that right, TJ?
Ugh! What, the taking off of the shirts?
Yes, specifically the stripping of the shirts and revealing of our fantastic tuxedos.
Okay, we're ready for our award show.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Is Saddle and Nathan muted?
Probably.
Yep, we're ready for our award show.
We're ready for our award show. So this is the way it's going to go. We're going to describe the category. We're going to name the nominations, and then we'll have someone accept the award on that behalf. So the first one that we have, this is labeled here as bullet point number 1, is the craziest outcome. TJ, what's this award about?
It's about the craziest outcome that happened throughout the first season of Grandmasters.
It could be a play.
It could be a
storyline.
It could be a storyline. It could be a player. And it just something that happened that was crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
Crazy. I like that we're going to do this award show apparently with half of us and 2 of our greatest cheerleaders on our side.
Well, I could just talk really loudly to get my point in. I think that'll do for now.
I'll just make my points through interpretive dance from this point onwards. It's fine.
Fantastic. This is going great. Our first nominees for craziest outcomes are...
Next turn, not that it's gonna get full value, but
Week 3, winning by accident.
Which is good, right? It also means it's very similar to the...
what did he? Oh, no way! No way! No way!
Look at Frosty's little face.
What?
Sometimes you hold your breath to draw a card and accidentally win the game.
This is really interesting. This is very interesting. I mean, he gets
This
a big
tells-
mana cyclist and he can freeze it as well.
Ooh! Spirit of the Frog! Spirit of the Frog is insane!
What?
Oh my gosh! No!
That's the
No! This is insane! The game might just end! What?
He can draw all his 1 mana spells from his deck.
He can thin the deck! He doesn't have the time though! What is happening?
That is absolutely mental.
What
Spirit
happened?
of the Frog in Mage.
What? This is the strongest mage turn I have ever seen! It's turn 5, Derek! Turn 5! Oh.
6 bombs left.
Yeah, 6 bombs left.
It's 4 in a row. Very, very unlikely, but it's possible. Yeah.
and I think he's willing to accept the 2 damage here. I like the pass, and bombs ends up being drawn. 2 bombs being drawn.
Ooh.
3 bombs being drawn.
What?
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 Oh my gosh! What are the odds of that? What are the odds indeed? That was quite the trip down memory lane. So those are our 3 nominations: Frosty, Tice, and Strife Crow's bombs. And the winner is... This is the part where you
excitement that I can experience as a result of something crazy and weird happening in a game of Hearthstone.
Yeah, just when you think you've seen it all. I feel like that mage showed us that we have not indeed seen it all.
Also, we can speak now, so that's sweet. Apparently, you guys were hearing us the whole time, and we were just muted to each other, which makes that whole intro even weirder than it was without the situation. But hey, there you go.
The whole point of the Hearthies is to
create a clown fiesta, and we nailed it. We nailed the tone immediately.
To extend the broadcast so people who didn't finish getting all their free packs from watching Twitch for the full 6 hours, so that you guys can.
We're
get your
looking out for you.
This was for you guys, definitely not for us to amuse ourselves and kind of celebrate anything that we think is funny.
Excuse for me to spend $60 on tuxedo shirts.
I mean, money well spent. Look at these beauties.
Ooh, I'm feeling good.
You look good.
But it seems that the craziest outcome wasn't actually Tice making the Spirit of the Frog play. It was actually just Admirable almost having an aneurysm from seeing it happen. That was the most insane mage turn I've ever seen!
You were like more excited than Tice was in terms of experiencing that.
Well, he had to get going. I mean, you get a Spirit of the Frog with that many spells, you got to do something.
I feel like everything Admirable sees, he says is the most insane X that he's ever seen, but that time you could tell the difference between when he meant it and when he didn't. That one was actually legit.
Yeah, that one was not hyperbole. Yeah,
all right.
That one was not.
Well, Tice was not able to make it to accept this speech, but Admirable, would you like to accept it on his behalf?
That was the most insane thing I've ever seen!
Great acceptance.
Thank you for the
All right. So that was our first award. Claps all around. Our second award, the most polarized matchup. This one has a bunch of different interpretations, TJ. It could be describing actual matchups, or it could describe things outside of Hearthstone. So let's go ahead and check in on our nominees. Win rate in Grandmasters.
And not Priest, a 100% win rate against Priest.
Our second nominee is Mage with the coin versus Mage without the coin.
Didn't have the exact data, but it's basically 100% versus 0% if you ask any pro player.
Yeah, Mage wins this every time, I believe. Lastly, our category for most polarized matchup are Grandmasters players versus taking criticism.
This is definitely the most polarized matchup.
Woo.
I don't think I've ever seen the GM players win.
I mean, forget about Freeze Mage versus Warrior. Forget about Bomb Warrior versus Paladin. Forget about Mage with coin without coin. That is it, right? There's only one winner in my mind.
I don't know, man. Priest actually rocking a 0% win rate is a pretty.
So are the players. What are you talking about?
And technically, the players' criticism did show up more than Priest did, I think.
Yeah, we had a much bigger sample size of GM players versus taking criticism than we did from Nomi Priest.
Well, we do have the winner. The winner of the most polarized matchup is... It was a close battle, to say the least.
Ah, Twitter's going to be fun tonight.
Well, the funny thing about it is, if this is our criticism to them about taking criticism, then if they come at us on Twitter, they're proving our award.
The irony is that they respond to this tweet. Is that
checkmate, atheists. Let's go.
All right. Well, do we have someone to accept a speech on behalf of all the Grandmasters? We do not.
Oh, I thought
Sadly
we
enough.
did.
I thought we did. We apparently were trying to line up any of those players that made those tweets to talk to us live in person, but
I'm so surprised they didn't want to. I
See,
mean, this is a very prestigious award.
it is.
yes.
It's the Hearthies.
Yes.
This is the culmination of 8 weeks of Grandmasters.
Yes, this 1A is getting a ticket to BlizzCon and going to the World Championship, but 1B is winning the Hearthies. Come on.
Yeah, I would even flip those around.
All right, so TJ, thank you for that great acceptance speech on behalf of all the Grandmasters. Our third category, Best Interview Response. We've got some juicy ones here. So let's go ahead and check in on our nominees for who had the best interviews in Hearthstone Grandmasters.
Kolento, do you have anything else for us, or you want us to let you go?
I'll be happy if you let me go.
Well, our goal is to make you happy, Kolento. So
No,
You know-
that's what I mean. You and I are way above and beyond everybody else on that measure.
Are you happy with being called a kindred spirit? With that's admirable. Is that something that you're comfortable with, Fino?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I think that tells you all you need to know.
I try to fire shot at Pala because I think he's a really good player, but he just doesn't do enough right now. And I think the group that we have right now is really powerful if everyone just keeps preparing a lot more. Yeah.
Seems like that you want stiffer competition at the very least.
Yes, I want that. Definitely.
I don't.
I don't want no me priests.
What's some of your thoughts on Grandmasters to close out the season here, in case we don't get a chance to talk to you tomorrow?
Oh, can I answer that with a question, actually?
Okay,
Sure.
How do you guys think I played overall, like, this season, I guess? Sorry, I'm putting you guys on the spot.
I
mean, let me look at my notes here.
Yeah, me too. Let me flip to just saying.
You played dog. You got 2-0'd in the Bomb Warrior.
Oh,
Mirror.
yeah. Oh, yikes.
That was brutal.
I think we can sum up the whole season based on that
It-
first match.
Then you got
You know,
2-0'd by
I-
Zalay in the Bomb Warrior mirror.
Forget I asked. It's
Then
Remember
you
week
2 at purple, we played Nalgadon, but Nalgadon beat you. Water Rogue versus and you were favored,
red preparation,
but purple beat you anyways. Mech Hunters. Zalay actually was in a charitable mood because he was giving so much to the hungry families in America off his donation stream that he felt like giving Saiyan a free win. Then we brings us to week 7, where Saiyan cheesed Monsanto with Luna's Pocket Galaxy and Cyclone Mage versus Bomb Warrior. I'd give him about a B-. B- for Saiyan.
Yeah.
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 Does that answer your question?
in greater detail than I could have ever hoped, I guess. Maybe I should have just opted out of this interview. I don't know.
Taking a look at the crowd here at the Hearthies. They are loving it for this award show, and they really like that last clip.
Woo!
Woo!
That was them.
That's right. And we've been having a lot of fun here, but the interview questions and responses, lots of worthy candidates. But it seemed like you guys in Europe had a lot of the nominees here.
I mean, we may have had the quantity, but I'm not sure if we had the quality, because for me, one of those went above and beyond.
Well, the funny thing about it is the category was originally intended for best post-match interview responses for the players.
Yes.
Technically, it was Dan's response.
Right, yeah. We had to chop
that
a couple
category.
of words off the category to
Yeah.
shoehorn that one in, but yeah.
I've just learned that the players really don't want to talk to me after they. They really don't, and that's okay.
That's okay. The
Dude,
winner.
The pout on your face as Fino's like, ah! I
Oh
don't know.
gosh, yes, the reaction off of you when you drop your mouth
It cuts
was
so deep.
awesome. The winner of the best interview response, as alluded to by Sottle, is drumroll. This guy. That guy is really handsome.
Oh my gosh. You went through every match he played.
Literally every match.
My favorite part was the really awkward beginning where TJ didn't pick up on the bit and kept interrupting you. That really hammered it home for me.
Well, because he just looked at it and he was like, just bombware, and I didn't realize that Dan was literally going to go on. That clip didn't even do it justice. That went on for 5 minutes.
It was very, very long.
He just
'cause
sat
I
there
went
for
through
5
all
minutes.
14 weeks. I came prepared.
You guys have such short broadcasts in Americas anyway. You need to stretch it out
Oh,
a little bit
right.
like that, right?
Yeah, all those
Yeah.
warrior mirrors really chopping some time off the end,
Yeah.
right?
That's right. That's right.
That's for
I
me.
put 2 preparations in my caster notebook. Too soon?
Too soon.
Moving on.
Too
4th
soon.
category, worst backdrop setup.
Your acceptance speech.
I think they played the music on that one. Worst backdrop setup. We're halfway through the Hearthies. You guys still have a lot more content to go through before we let you go. This one's pretty straightforward. Who had the best, aka the worst backdrop setup? The nominees are Shaxy's backdrop from week 6.
Pretty wavy lines, not tightly, cleanly pulled. the
Bad
lighting
lighting.
on it. Yeah.
Strifeco, you could see his bathroom.
You can actually see his kitty litter also on the bottom left.
Wait, what is that? That's just like a sheet draped over a pole. Wait, what did it say? So Swid's ready for my Grandmaster match. Tent set up.
Ah, the honorable mention for Squids. That's funny because he had a tweet that he originally had when he was sent his. He's deleted the tweets.
Yes,
then.
yes, he has.
When he was sent the backdrop initially, he thought it was a tent that someone had accidentally ordered to his house, and he tried to give it away on his Twitter.
And then
Then realized it was an actual backdrop.
And then went out because he felt bad, bought a tent to give away to the person who won the Twitter sweepstakes for his tent.
Yes.
What a guy.
That is really funny. And also, very high integrity. This guy
Yeah.
really, when he makes a promise, he's going to deliver on it.
I mean,
Good on him.
there's standards on Twitter that you got to live up to. But I mean, speaking of standards to live up to, I think there's like Amnesiac looks like he's thrown his backdrop from a different zip code onto that bowl.
Yes.
like that's
Almost as
absurd.
if he just finished taking a shower and he's hanging it up to dry in this background.
Or he bowled up his backdrop and did his signature move.
Kobe.
Sounds accurate either way. But the winner of the worst backdrop setup belongs to... Drum roll. Amnesiac with a whopping 22% of the real estate on the screen being covered by the backdrop.
How is that even possible?
It would look better if he just didn't have anything there. If it was just his room. We saw players do it when they were too lazy to set up their
Yeah,
backdrop,
like
but
at
didn't
least
have it.
like Eddie, he like had like a nice background landscape portrait.
Yeah.
That's Instagram worthy in his backdrop.
I think the only thing that could beat that is if a player just wore the backdrop as like a Halloween ghost costume. Like that's the only way you can escalate that.
At least try to try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not
Or-
even asking that you try, just try to try.
Or if they took like a box cutter and just like slashed it.
Yes, that would have been just as good.
Too
You are correct.
Too menacing? Okay.
All right,
I'll
so
reel it
we
in.
got word that the players, unsurprisingly, do not want to accept any of these awards. So
I just want to caveat, we did reach out to the winners of these awards.
and they have
asked-
all declined.
they all declined.
So I can't imagine why.
Oh man, that's funny.
Jeez.
Our 5th award is the best card nerf. What does this one mean, TJ?
Well, this is one of the like periods of time in Hearthstone where we had the most balanced changes.
Right.
In Hearthstone, with nerfs and with buffs. I don't know how many nerfs there were, but I guess this is the one that was the best.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this category. The winner, or the nominees rather, of best card nerf are this. First one being Evil Miscreant from 5 health to 4 health.
All right, I got toned down a bit.
Yeah.
Became a reasonable card.
Still played in every deck.
Still played, yeah.
Artemis Elysiana from 8 mana to 9 mana.
Still saw some play, but this bigger nerf to Youthful Brewmaster, nobody played that.
Ooh,
Oh!
Spellstalker.
That is a hard nerf right there. I don't even know if we can call that best nerf, because surely that's overkill at that point.
I mean,
Come on.
the card got gutted. Like, it was completely changed. Unrecognizable from its original form.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think we all know who the winner of this category is. Let's go ahead and show who is the winner of the worst card nerf, or the best card nerf, rather. Fell Stalker, formerly known as the artist Succubus. Admirable, any comments here?
Took a Bane of Doom. You know, like when you kill the minion and you spawn a random one instead, it's just a permanent change from the Bane of Doom that hits it.
Yeah. Of course, this is the card art that was changed for people who do not know. A batch of Hearthstone cards art were changed in the most recent patch, along with the Hall of Fame rotation with Mind Blast and Vanish, hitting a bunch of cards like Wind Fury, Harpy, Deadly Shot, Succubus, etc. To the point where a lot of people were like, what card do I even have in my collection? Is this the new card? Well, technically, yes, but also no.
Technically, yeah.
Technically.
Stay salty, internet. I think that's kind of what we have to leave that one on.
All right. Category number 6. Oh, this one's a juicy one. It's going to be a tight race. This one is called the Best Kolento. Let's take a look at the nominees.
Ooh,
Candidate number 1, 2014 Kolento.
2014 Kolento was a good Kolento. That's a lot of wins.
That is a lot of wins.
It's where Kolento began, I believe.
Yeah.
The origins.
Look at his little baby face.
That's right.
He does look so youthful in that picture.
How about 2017 Kolento, who made his second World Championship appearance?
This is the Kolento that I'm most fond of. This was kind of the genesis of K-God when he was the fan favorite in China over all of the Chinese opposition, proving that he can come back for another generation and still be dominant.
Yes. What about 2019 Kolento?
Oh,
who
so
made the
mature.
playoffs, who has learned all of the lessons that time has taught him and has been hardened by the trials of Hearthstone Grandmasters.
I mean, he was happy if I let him go, so.
Or how about this Kolento?
This had to be all Dan's doing. I could not even imagine.
It's just, his accomplishments are Tice.
It ain't easy being Kolento.
To be fair, it didn't specify on the right side
Oh
that it
my
was
God.
accomplishments. It just said things about them.
The winner of the Best Kolento is... Hey! Kolento!
Of course.
Congratulations! We tried to get Kolento to accept this award, but as you clearly have heard before, he declined.
Actually, we might.
Wait, we do? I was told that we actually do have Kolento with an acceptance speech.
Oh my gosh.
So this is unprecedented, but let's go ahead and check in with Kolento, who is going to be accepting his award for Best Kolento. Kolento, you there?
I'll be happy if you let me go. Yes.
All right, well, there's a speech.
He has such a way with words.
I know. Just so short, poignant.
I feel like I'm gonna get nailed
Beautiful.
for that for just the rest of my life.
Uh,
I'm so glad that happened after my wedding.
I genuinely love Kolento. He is actually my Patronus. I wish I could just be that nonchalant about everything in my life. It's so great.
It's a shame he can't win his own award category.
What are you talking about? He did.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Why would he be there accepting it if he didn't win it, you moron? What is wrong with you?
We have one category left. It's category number 7 in honor of Dr. Boom, the Best Grandmasters Moment. This one's pretty self-explanatory, TJ. We've had a lot of fun moments, happy moments, great moments, exciting moments. And these are the nominees for the Best GM Moment for Season 1.
To develop through this board and just take a free turn himself. Worth noting that his betrayal positioning was significantly better this turn. Hell. Whoa, okay, I didn't look at this at all. Spirit of the Shark, Kobold, Shadow Step Kobold is 12. That is genius.
Galaxy brain.
Yeah, that is actually incredible.
Oh.
I love that so much. I did not even consider that for one moment, and it is so smart.
That was just lovely.
It was great. I enjoyed that enormously.
Match of the day indeed.
Yep.
Woo! This was a good one. That was awesome. I am thoroughly satisfied. And so is Orange. He takes down Yarla 2-1. Today I'm joined by Gallon, pro player Gallon. Gallon, how you doing today, bud?
Man, I am excited. I've been practicing and prepping with a lot of these guys in this region. I've known them for about a year and a half now. They're good players, Admirable.
Names $100,233. Gallon at a second place. A really good finish for the weekend, but across the board, none of them are going face.
Oh no!
They're all going to the minions. What? 1 damage. What?
No, he needs a bomb.
3 bombs, 3 out of 7. There's the
Oh! Oh man, what a finish.
But what a game, though. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna play this deck as soon as this cast is over. Well, this cast today is over, and I'm not just gonna leave after this match. But Shaxi takes the win there. I have a very special caster joining me here. It's our current world champion for Hearthstone, Hunter-Ace.
Hey Derek, how's it going?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just flew down to Taipei here, and I'm having a great time chilling with Derek and ready to cast GM.
So am I.
Pretty big.
Ready to cast GM.
so
really great.
But the video didn't show was Hunter-Ace actually won all of his matches that week.
He actually won every match from that point on.
Oh, you're right.
Until he got eliminated today in the semifinals.
Yes. But the big deal being he would finish up casting APAC for 5 or 6 hours or whatever he does.
At 10, 11 p.m.
Right, at 10, 11 p.m. local time. Wait at the studio for several more hours for Europe to get started to wherever his match was. Play his match from the studio and still went 2-0 that week. And then still gets on camera for an interview afterwards. Goes back, gets a few hours of sleep, comes back, does it again. Like, what?
Yeah, I love this tweet. Imagine not casting and playing in.
Right, yeah.
Really well done. It's a lot of good candidates here. Fun moments, heartfelt moments, as well as exciting moments. Go ahead and check in. Who is the winner of the best Grandmasters moment? And the winner is Gallon with his Cinderella story of going from casting into winning the second place prize of the Masters Tour Vegas. And yes, to answer your question, we are biased that we keep having nominees being caster-related activities.
I mean, it was a toss-up between Hunter-Ace, who casted, and Gallon.
Yes,
who
it was
casted.
legitimately the toss-up.
I would have given it to Orange every time. I don't know. I'm still freaking out about that play now. It was so sweet.
Admirable was just, that clip was so funny because he's like, I love it. That was amazing. That was awesome. I'm satisfied.
It was so good.
It was so good.
Who thinks to spend 6 mana to blow up their own minion to get 4 damage?
You weren't done. You were like, what a day. Featured matchup indeed.
It's just
everything. Like watching the movie reviews and they put them in like quotation headlines by all the journals.
They're all just flashing on the screen one by one.
4 stars, admirable. That was amazing. Nathan, that's Admirable Zamora.
10 out of 10 would contract again.
Anytime I'm having a bad day, I'm just going to watch that clip because it makes everything feel better.
Add it to the Monday playlist.
Yeah,
Admirable has a YouTube Monday playlist I do watches every single week to pump himself up, and ever since then, I've been doing the same thing.
True story.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. But also, one thing to know about that last one, Gallon, I think, is like the front runner for Grandmasters qualification for Season 2 because he's the highest Americas earner that's not already in Grandmasters.
Yeah.
So, cool thing to note as well, put himself in a position to cast and then play. Similar story to Hunter-Ace, but way cooler because he's from a better region.
Yeah, perhaps just like the weirdest kind of breakout star of Hearthstone Grandmasters Season 1, like in such a weird way. Like he's not supposed to cast, he turns up, cast, does a great job, like everyone loves it. And
he's not supposed to win, turns up, almost wins.
I mean, any individual player is not supposed to win out of a huge field like that, right? So the chances of those two things just lining up back to back like that are astronomically small. And he just nails it.
The improbable becomes what's reality, and that's what makes it so heartfelt. And I keep saying that wrong, but something that, to take a quick second and recognize, we've had a lot of great stories of Hearthstone Grandmasters, but most importantly, we're getting to see, the dreams come true. And I think that's ultimately what makes Hearthstone Grandmasters really cool because, a lot of players, they always felt like they weren't really stars, and the purpose of the program is to help elevate them as such. And I think the most important thing, too, is to validate them as the top-level players. So for myself, I personally couldn't ask for, a better way to start off the Hearthstone year by watching these players really duke it out. And while there's improvements to be made across the board, we're not going to be ignorant of it. I'm really excited for the future of Hearthstone Grandmasters and the entire system.
Yeah, I echo that and say also, while a great way to start the Hearthstone year, also a great way to finish Season 1 of Grandmasters with the dumbest award show known to mankind.
We did it!
We did it. So any last words here?
I echo everything that's been said so far. Obviously, I've only been here for a small part of it. Wish I could have made more, but it's been an incredible experience, incredible high-level games. Really pushed my casting to the limit. I hope that we can all come back bigger and better for Season 2.
Yeah, we should be asking Derek.
What does that mean?
About his thoughts on Grandmasters.
My brain can't even process the idea that someone would rather hear from Daruk than me. I just cannot get on that level.
I should have said it right after you said I've only been here 5 to 6 weeks, but it's stewed in my brain. And I was too busy laughing to myself about how funny it would be if I had said it then, that I said it a little bit late. But Dan, ask somebody else something.
Well, I believe we've asked everybody for final thoughts.
Well, I want to thank everybody who helped make the show possible because you know, with that's the whole reason the show takes place is because all the people who were able to help out with it. So I want to start by thanking the players that were able to make this possible with Chansu, Rivius, Flurry, Frosty, Alutemo, Tom60229, Surrender, Staz, Samuel Sao, Dawn, Tyler, Blitzchung, Glory, Blood Trail, Patra, Shaxi, Tice, Boston, Bunny Hopper, Silvername, Phenomeno, Kolento, Boar Control, Viper, Casey, Pavel, Hunter Ace, Psycho, Yarla, Orange, Swids, RDU, Amnesiac, Strife Crow, Muzzy, Frozen, Firebat, Bloodyface, PNC, Eddie, Nalguidon, Monsanto, Zalay, ETC, Rays, Purple, Dog, Just Saying, and the crew that's been working tirelessly to help us produce the show, our director and producer, Joshua Che, producer Mike Norris, producer Alex Barhorst, technical directors Pete Finley and Anthony Arvizu, A1's Alex Villanueva and Steve Loyacano, the jib operators Evan Ferrario and Mark Golumbowski, the observers Daphne, Christina, Travis, replay operators Toby Wilson and Charles Regano, assistant director Julian Curry, stage managers David Bonfadini, Cody Colgrove, and Christian Cavallo, our stylists, Gina, Carla, Lorena, the assistant editor, Keegan Hanschoten, the admin, Anthony Vitali, support class team, and Logan Fischel, Bala security team, the Bala engineering team, the Hearthstone Esports team as well, Sam Braithwaite, the global lead franchise for Hearthstone, Drew Higby, product manager, Alex Charsky, product manager, Aaron Eberhardt, the senior product manager, Stephen Tu, project manager, and Alex Tao, coordinator, and to the viewers. And so I'll just go ahead and pull up that list and we'll read the viewer list real
Okay,
quick.
just stop
And,
right. That too far. No. Stop. End.
I guess they are playing me out.
Thanks for watching. This has been the Hearthies with Frodan, TJ, Admiral Side. I'll see you guys next time for more Hearthstone action.